Driving with caution. I'm driving home from school on the freeway and it's pouring outside. That's when my car starts to hydroplane, spinning me out of control. I panicked and slammed on the brakes. I skid across the freeway, ending in the opposite direction dangerously close to the left lane, slamming into a hill. The next thing I knew, I was in tears from the accident. I'm crying in the car, and I don't know what to do. An old man in a white car pulls over, gets out of his car into the pouring rain and runs across the freeway. He taps on my window, I open it and he asks me, "Are you okay?" I respond back, trying to calm myself down, and say, "Yeah, I'm fine." He then asks, "Have you called Highway Patrol?" Between sobs I told him, "No." He calls Highway Patrol for me, and I call my mom and dad. My dad tells me he will be there in a couple of minutes. The old man, wet from the rain, his clothes damp, opens my car door and tells me, "I've called Highway Patrol and they are on their way. Stay in the car, it's cold and pouring outside." I say okay, and thank him for his help. I wait there for about 10 minutes, for Highway Patrol and my father. Finally Highway Patrol shows up. The cop gets out of his car and walks over to my car. I open the door, and he asks for my name. I say, "I'm Pamela Fernandez." He asks for my license and car insurance. I give them to him, with my hands shaking. He quickly scans it and then hands it back. He says, "Wait here, I'm going to go fill out a report." He walks back to his car and gets inside. Shortly afterwards, my dad pulls over. He gets out and comes to my car. He hugs me and asks me if I'm okay. I say, "Yeah, I'm fine." He tells me to get inside his truck while he goes and talks to the officer. As I'm sitting in his truck, another officer pulls up. He gets out, walks over to my dad and the other officer, talks to them for a minute, and then starts to walk over to my dad's truck. He taps on the window and tells me to get out. He introduces himself and tells me that I need to get in his car so that I can fill out a report. He asks me a series of questions and I answer them. I fill out a written report and shortly afterwards he lets me go. After the accident I go back home. I am very grateful for not getting seriously hurt in the car accident. It was a very scary experience, but I learned a lot from it. Accidents can happen in seconds. We never know what could happen, so we always have to drive carefully. Always take into consideration the conditions of the road, the weather, how other people are driving, and always take your time.